Welcome to Faraday Junior YouTube channel. In this episode, we are going to look at parametric differentiation. So we have some functions whose derivatives are sometimes so complicated that it is more convenient to represent a function by expressing s and y separately in terms of a third independent variable, right? So let's look at this. For example, if you have a function like y is equal to 3 plus 2t over 1 plus t, and then x is equal to 2 minus 3t all over 1 plus t, right? So any value given to t, right, will produce a pair of values for which x and y, a pair of values for x and y, which can be plotted on the graph to get a point, right, on the curve for y is equal to f of x, right? So this can be plotted to get a point on the curve for that function, right? So this variable t is known as the parameter, right? So this is known as the third variable is known as the parameter. And then these two equations, these two equations are known as the parametric equations, right? So any value of t except when t is equal to minus 1 will give us a pair of values, right, for which it can be plotted on a graph to get 1 point for this curve, right, on this curve, right? So let's look at differentiation of these functions. How do we do that, right? If you have to differentiate such functions in terms of with respect to x or with respect to y, how are we going to do that? So with this example, if we are to find the derivative of this function or such functions with respect to x, right, what are we going to do? We are going to first, okay, for this example, we are first going to apply the quotient rule because our parametric equations are quotient, right? They are quotient. It's a one function divided by another function. So we are going to apply the quotient rule, right? So after that, what do? We apply the chain rule, right? So let's look at that. Applying the quotient rule on this first equation. So we are going to differentiate this with respect to t. So dy over dt is going to give us, so we maintain the denominator, right? So 1 plus t. Then you differentiate the numerator. So d of 3 plus 2t over the x, right, minus, then you maintain the numerator, right? So 3 plus 2t, then you differentiate, multiplying the derivative of the denominator, so 1 plus 2t, all divided by the denominator squared, so 1 plus t squared, right? So let's simplify this further. Sorry, this was supposed to be t. We are differentiating with respect to t. Differentiating with respect to t. So the t b over the t, right? So here we are going to have 1 plus t multiplying. When you differentiate this, 3 is a constant, so it will go to 0. And then when you differentiate 2t, we are going to get 2. So this minus 3 plus 2t. When you differentiate this, we are going to get 1. All divided by 1 plus t squared. So this is going to give us 2 plus 2t, 2 plus 2t minus 3 plus 2t, right, all over 1 plus t squared. So let's simplify the numerator further. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2t minus 3 minus 2t. So this is going to go out with this. And we are going to have 2 minus 1, 2 minus 3. That's going to give us minus 1 on 1 plus t squared. So we've differentiated the first parametric equation. So let's take the second one, right? That's for x. So we are going to do that with respect to t. We are going to differentiate that using the quotient rule. So we are going to have the x over the t to be equal to, so when you maintain the denominator 1 plus t, right, then the derivative of the numerator, so this respect to t minus, then you maintain your numerator times the derivative of the denominator, right, all divided by the denominator squared, right. So this is going to give us, when, okay, we maintain this, right, when you differentiate this, we are going to get minus 3. So this minus 2 minus 3t, and when you differentiate this, we are going to get 1. So all over 1 plus t squared. So let's multiply this. We are going to get minus 3, right, minus 3t. And here we are going to have this. So let's put this in bracket. So minus, here multiplying 1 will give us 2 minus 3t. So all over 1 plus t squared. So let's take the brackets away. We're going to have minus 3 minus 3t minus 2 plus 3t. That's taking the brackets away. So 1 plus t squared. So this is going to give us, so this is minus 3t is negative and this one is positive. So they are going to cancel each other. We are going to have minus 3 minus 2. So we are going to have minus 5 on 1 plus, right, 1 plus t squared. Sorry, 1 plus t all squared. So here it's supposed to be outside. All right. So now we have differentiated all the parametric equations. So we've applied the quotient rule. Now, how do you apply the chain rule? So we know that we want to find the y over the x. And now we have the y over the t, and then we have the x over the t. So from this, if you want to apply the chain rule and then find the y over the x, what do? We can simply find our dy over the x by multiplying the y over the t by the t over the x, right? So that this dt can cancel this dt, then we get our dy over the x. So let's do that right away. So our dy over the x is equal to dy over the t times the t over the x, right? We know our dy over the t. What's our dy over the t? Where is dy over the t? This is dy over the t. We had this, right? This is our answer for dy over the t. So minus 1 over 1 plus t squared, right? So this is multiplying the t over the x. But what do we have? We have the x over the t, right? So we have the x over the t to be this. This is the x over the t, right? So if you want the t over the x, what do? We just take the inverse, right? We just turn it upside down. This the t over the x over the t, and we want the t over the x, so we just turn it upside down, right? So you're going to have 1 plus t squared over minus 5, right? So this is the t over the x. So this will cancel this, and then we are going to have our answer to be equal to minus 1 over minus 5. So this is going to cancel this, and then we are going to have our dy over the x to be 1 on 5. So this is our answer. This is how